Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today. Me and Jackson, today is Sunday the 15th of June. I boated down here to just above Monkey Island. It's about where Blake caught his brown the other day. And I've been kind of cruising for about a quarter mile, and the water depth went from 24 to 14. This is the flat that he's talking about, just below the power lines, between the power lines and the island. And the interesting thing about it is I ran over two big schools of shad. I'm seeing on my depth finder. So hadn't seen anything busting, but that's just interesting to see big schools of shad down here. I'm going to try throwing an 1/8 ounce sculpin jig with a sculpin head, 4-pound line. And I've actually got some deer hair tied in there, just for the fun of it. And I'm going to throw this out, let it go to the bottom, and just kind of work it, really both sides of the boat, on this flat all the way down to the island. They're running less than half a unit, so the water here is just barely creeping. So it's going to take a little while to get to the island, although the water will speed up once we get down there. Excuse me, Chuck. So I'm going to let that jig go all the way to the bottom till my line goes slack. There was a fish. Probably a little rainbow, but it was a fish. He hit it just as I jigged. It didn't feel very big. I figured that all the browns are being caught right here, especially after Coy caught the one on a sculpin jig down close to the island, and then him spitting up that sculpin. Just come down here and just work an 1/8 ounce sculpin jig off the bottom. See if I can catch a big brown. I'm just hopping it up and letting it go back down. If I see the line go slack, I'm gonna kind of pop it like I'm setting the hook. So anytime it goes slack, it's either on the bottom or in a fish's mouth. You can't tell the difference until I'm gonna get to the island a lot quicker than I thought. I really don't fish this area down here a whole lot. I know the guys have been coming down and throwing the jerk baits for browns here. They're the ones that found these fish. Fishing today was very slow. Had a lot of people come in and say they just could not catch fish today. I think I see a school of shad out there, about 20 feet off the boat. There might be something underneath them. That little rainbow followed up. Okay, next cast I'm going to throw the other side. I'm getting pretty close to the island now. It's getting shallower too. There's a fish. Is that a fish? Oh, I don't think it's a fish. Oh man. Sure thought it was. My drag is set way too light. Whatever it is, it gave a little bit. Maybe I can get it back. Nope. Well, I have another rod here that's got that 3/32 ounce Sculpin and Peach jig that I've been throwing, that koi caught the brown on here a couple nights ago. I'm just gonna have to let it sink a little longer since it's not quite as heavy. Oh, I thought that was a fish. I didn't talk to any guides that fished this morning, so I don't know. I'm assuming they caught fish, but just overall fishing was real slow today. And it really didn't get that hot, and it was kind of hazy, not bluebird. Ooh, that's a nice fish. Not bluebird skies, so I'm a little surprised, but let's throw down close to where he just jumped. Pretty decent fish. I really need a depth finder up here because I'd like to know what the depth is as I'm fishing. It's definitely getting shallower. That didn't take very long at all to hit the bottom. That's why I set the hook. I didn't think it was on the bottom. You can kind of see where I am. this down a little bit. I'm surprised don't catch more rainbows down here. You know, there's fish surfacing a little bit. And this is usually a real hot spot for rainbows. We fished down here Friday. We didn't catch any rainbows here either. Just the brown. I think it was bottom. Let's try the other side. Had a few people ask me about generation pattern. Looks like this is it. This is going to be the norm. They ran about this amount this morning, just not even a unit till mid-afternoon, and they turned, it looked like maybe 2 on, but not, they didn't leave it on very long, just a couple hours, and then they kicked it back down to this, whatever it is, this half unit or whatever, a little less than a unit. That's really nice water. You can still fish off the dock, you can fish off the bank, you can do a little wading below the dam, and as far as just fishing, it's really nice to have just a little bit of current, especially when there's no wind. Some of the toughest fishing conditions is when it's real sunny and no wind and no water. Not impossible, but tough. Boy, looks like I am going to strike out tonight. It is quiet out. I only had one boat go by me. If I work it faster, I'll get a rainbow. Yeah, there he was. And why I say that is these rainbows that are freshly stocked, they like to chase stuff. So you throw something out and you see he is definitely a stalker. Throw something out and move it around a whole bunch and jerk it and make it dance, and a little rainbow will come up and hit it. Sometimes. Maybe a brown will come up and hit it. A real good friend of mine, Sean Pingleton, came by the shop yesterday and picked up several of Dwayne's painted custom jerk baits, and I think he came down here. I'm not sure, I couldn't tell by the picture, but he caught about a 24-25 inch brown on it. And what was amazing about it was he caught it right in the middle of the afternoon, bright sun, very little generation. You're actually not supposed to do that. But it is fishing. So you never know. Sean's a great fisherman though too. He was fishing with his dad, Gary. They were both local. It's not a bite. It's not a bite. It's not. Okay, I'm just past the island. Right on the tip of the island, there's a drop off here. Goes back down to about 20 feet, I believe. See how long it takes to hit the bottom. And that's about where I'm gonna stop. Well, it already hit the bottom, so it's not 20 feet yet. Sound like somebody's having a good time. This is gonna be my last cast though, I think. One little rainbow. Okay. Get out of this pontoon's way. I might throw over here once. There's a drop off over here too. Like I said, I don't fish this much at all, so I need to come down here and kind of learn how these currents come together. I know it's not very deep on the back side of this island, and it gets really shallow over here. That's why I turned the boat away from you. The camera's pointing this way.
Well, turn it around. Let's wait.
No.
We'll come here.
You're wearing pink. You're wearing pink. Sorry, it's my son and their friends. Oh, he's gonna try to come around. They want to be on camera. I'm not gonna let them be on camera. Ah, they're going on down. Now, I'd like to learn this a little better. But it's really should hold some fish. Another day. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow.